Hello everyone, welcome back to another market review. So I'll be going over today's price action. I didn't take any trades personally, but I'll still be going over what I was paying attention to. So on the pre-market, this is what I'm looking at on the higher time frame. This is the weekly chart. So we had our first bearish week in like a month and a half, 6 weeks. So this makes me think that we could finally see that external range liquidity back into a fair value gap. This is the closest one, and then from this fair value gap we could look for continued higher prices. On the daily as well, we have had we had that strong shift on Friday, and we seem to be continuing. We have this daily fair value gap right here that I will be interested to see if price supports from it, or if we flip it and we go take out this swing low, which coincides with that weekly fair value gap that I just mentioned. One thing to note is that going into the session we had a previous week low SMT right here. YM took out previous week low while ES and NQ didn't, but I wouldn't be acting on anything today too soon, to be honest, because of kind of like I didn't have like a super clear setup today. So previous week low SMT, I would give it more weight if we were inside that weekly fair value gap. As of right now, I just think we can just see price continue a bit lower and take out previous week low into that weekly fair value gap, and then I'd look for higher prices. I wouldn't look for high prices now, just in terms of structure, because I'm looking for that swing low to get here. Then when we go to the 90-minute chart, we can see that all assets close below previous day low, as you can see here. So that is a bearish sign, and we are in this bearish range on NQ. And yeah, so there is no previous day high SMT, there is no previous week high SMT. So even though structure and narrative is pointing a bit more bearish, fact of the matter is we're inside a daily fair value gap, and we have a previous week low SMT, and we don't have any strong SMTs on the highs like a previous day high or previous week high. So that was my kind of sign to not trade today. Nothing for me that was too clear, no A+ setup in my opinion, so I didn't trade today. And if we go look at the day today, we can see that we did in fact move bearish, but I just didn't have a very clear model for me, so I just stood out, and I'm happy with that decision. When we go to the daily now, we can see that we tapped into that daily fair value gap early in the session, and we went all the way up here to this wick. So we started to get a nice push from it. It looked like that previous week low SMT was in play, but then we got sold off, I think at like 9 a.m. before market open, and we just continued lower. And now it looks like we're going to invert this daily fair value gap, and it seems like not to be Captain Obvious, but the next target would be the swing low, which it coincides with that weekly fair value gap. So I'm expecting low prices into that swing low, and then we'll see what structure and SMTs tell us then. But as of right now, it seems like we're more bearish. Yeah. Also, something interesting to note when we go to the volume profile is that this volume profile right here, that I have this box selected, this was yesterday's point of control, and as you can see, we opened the day up in the point of control and delivered lower instantly and developed value below here, and now the point of control of today is lower than yesterday, so it's just showing that price is in fact bearish. And yeah, so that's my outlook, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. Personally, no trades for me, but I'm fine to stay out on a day that I wasn't too sure at the start, but now I'm a bit more certain that we are in fact bearish. So yeah, alright, well, see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.